Hello everyone, it's Frances here. If you're returning, thank you very much, and if you're new, welcome. I'm Sunday afternoon here in the UK, and I've decided I was going to do a little bit of embossing. It's not something I do very often, but because I'm working with Ruby and Pearl Angel kit, I just wanted to add a little bit of sparkle to certain things, and I wanted to show you my way of doing it. If I can find there it is. My way of doing it. I mean, obviously, if you're using a stamp, for instance, one would normally use this Versamark watermark stamp pad, embossing stamp pad, same thing basically, and they're clear, and you put your rubber stamp on it and stamp on whatever, put your embossing powder over the top. I think the easiest way for me is to show you. I'm not going to use this because I want to be much more precise in what I'm doing, so I'll show you what I'm going to be using. I hope this is not going to be too close. There we go. I've just got these few embossing powders. I haven't got loads and loads, and the two I'm going to use today are Snowflake tinsel. You can see why it's glittery, and I think I'll also use this True White. Yes, I've got a clear as well, but our True White and the Snowflake one. I've got others which I will experiment with and perhaps show you at a later date. This is copper, gold, and that is a real gold too, silver, and bright gold metallic. So those are they, but the two I'm going to use are these. Okay, what I've got to do, this is what I've been playing. So this is, as I say, one Ruby and Pearls, and I've been playing quite precisely. Can you see that? And also on this angel there. Okay, so I've printed out a couple more copies so that I can show you how I did it. But this is, for me, a game changer. And what it is, it's just a little, as it says, quickie glue pen. Just bought it in a local stationery shop. And it's lovely because it's very precise. So I will show you how I just did the wings of the angel. So let's put it on a white background. I hope that's not going to be, no, I'll leave it, otherwise it'll be too much of a glare. And it's just got a very fine tip, as you can see, and I'm literally just going to highlight certain parts of this angel. You can just about see where you are, where you've been. Just following the lines of the design. But remember, you can, if you've missed a bit, you can always go back and redo it. There's a flower here, a lily here, so I'm not going to go over that. I'll try to keep the stem, you know, its natural colour. So I'm just following the lines of the feathers, basically, of this angel wing. Okay, I may have to go back over, and then I'm going to take the silver glitter, and I'm just going to literally pour it all over like that, and that will obviously stick to the glue. I'm just going to so there it is. You can just about see it glittering, but the magic happens when I use this heat gun, which I've had for absolutely ages. Literally switch it on. Whoops. Sorry if that was too loud in your ears. So can you see? Doesn't that look lovely? I hope it's picking up the light. So I could go over it and be much more precise if I wanted to, but I'll just quickly do the other side. I mean, you could do this with a very fine paintbrush and any of the white PVA glues, but I just find this works best because you can be so precise with it. I think I did that bit. Shall we give her here we go. Don't know how that's going to turn out. We shall see. I would normally be doing this on a larger piece of paper, but the white paper is too much of a glare on the camera. Put that on there. Just hit it a little bit from the back and it gets off the excess, like that. Obviously move that glitter out of the way while your heat gun, using the blow everywhere. So sorry, bit of noise coming up again, but I hope you can see this happen. It's magic. I think that's lovely. It's a dull day today, and as much as there is a window here, it's north facing, but I think that's really super. And once that's mounted on some hard card, that would make a wonderful journal cover. Then the other one I did was, what did I do with it? Oh yeah, it's this one. And all I did, I used the white embossing powder for this one, and I literally just went around the edge. But can you see how sort of bubbly it looks? It almost looks sort of 3D. So I just did exactly the same thing with the white embossing powder. I will show you. First of all, I'm going to put the silver back in the pot. You use the tiniest amount, so, and then help it down a bit. There we go. I've had these pots for years. This is the white one. There is a clear one as well. Maybe I'll try that at a later date and show you. So I was just, actually, shall we not use white? Shall I use a gold perhaps? This is a bright gold. Let's try this one. So all I'm going to do here is just highlight the edge of the top part of this wing. Nice sharp line to the top, and then literally just go around the edge of the feathers here, like that. Same on this one. See, this is not something you can do with an embossing pad. Okay. Hope that's not too bright. So you're very generous when you're putting it on, because obviously you're not wasting any. It's all going back in the pot. Move that out of the way. And heat gun noise coming up. There. I think that's quite magical. I think it's absolutely lovely, and the fact that it is embossed, so it does actually feel slightly raised from the surface. But I think those are really pretty, and the designs from Heather, Ruby and Pearl are perfect anyway. But if you want to enhance them a little bit, then that's the way to go about it. Also, what I have here are, I mean, that was angels I was showing you. These are prayer cards. These are just two that we did recently that we actually took photographs when we were in France, and we've just made them into digitals. Aren't they pretty? So, no, it's a real one. Sometimes I can't tell whether they're real. Yes. Okay, so this is just a sheet of prayer and holy card digitals that I have. If you're interested, just message me and we can zoom you across the link quite easily. Only a couple of pounds a sheet, and basically you have 8 prayer cards. You cut them out like this, back them with something, and obviously you can decorate the edges. Which one was I going to do? Let's do that one. So these are designs that I own. Some of them are vintage, some of them are antique. And these are just good copies of them. Well, off screen, yes I was, so silly. Here we go. And I think I might just go round here as well. There we go. Which one shall I use? Let's try copper, just for a change. I can't remember using this one before, so what it's going to be like, I have no idea. Oops. Okay, noise coming up. Don't like that one quite as much. You're probably not picking up the light. Maybe just alter that light a little bit. Certainly better. Yeah, so that one's copper. It's lovely, but I don't like it as much as the silver and gold. Anyway, that's just a thought. Maybe you'd like to give it a go. I can't remember. This was less than £2, and again, I've had it for yonks. Had it for ages. It's really, really useful. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and if there's anything you want clarified, any questions, then please ask. There we go. I hope you have some fun. Thanks for watching. Bye.